watching Republic TV with me, Akanksha Khajuri, and this evening we will bring you the top 6 stories of the day, 6 stories that matter and you should know about. First up is the face-off over the criminal Neta Bill. Amit Shah has hit out at the opposition parties and we will tell you what he said in the interview. Next, disturbing details have come to the fore from the Noida Dowry murder case. In-laws have been arrested and victims' family is now demanding strict action against the accused. And then to Karnataka, where the probe into the Dharmasthala hoax case has intensified, but the Bharatiya Janata Party is now demanding a CBI probe into it. And then to the grand welcome of Shubhanshu Shukla at Lucknow today, red carpet was rolled out for him, and we will bring you the heartwarming visuals from UP, and then also the dramatic visuals of the arrest of a TMC MLA from West Bengal as he tried to flee from the Enforcement Directorate officials. You will be shocked to see what actually happened there today. And lastly, in fact, Army held a high-altitude marathon in the Spiti Valley, and we will get you the visuals of India's military might in the next half an hour. These are the top 6 stories that we're tracking for you this evening. Let's get started. In fact, the politics over the criminal Neta Bill has intensified. The bill mandates removal of the Prime Minister and the Chief Minister if jailed for the senior offences. Union Minister, in fact, Amit Shah has defended the bill and hit out at the Congress MP Rahul Gandhi for the double speak. Opposition too has hit back. Listen in.
A message straight from Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Stop the noise, do not make a fuss. Amit Shah defended the Constitution Amendment Bill, which mandates removal of the Prime Ministers and the Chief Ministers if jailed for serious offences. The Home Minister insisted that the bill is in nation's interest and dismissed the uproar by the opposition parties, calling it needless and politically motivated.
ये जनता को गुमराह करे। उनको मालूम है कि किसी भी व्यक्ति के खिलाफ आरोप है तो आप पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन के माध्यम से कोर्ट के सामने जा सकते हैं। कोर्ट ऑर्डर करेगी कि इनके खिलाफ एफआईआर करो। अगर ज्यादा ही गंभीर मामले हैं तो कोर्ट मॉनिटर भी करती है। इसमें पक्ष विपक्ष कहां आता है? एफआईआर होती, एफआईआर पर आप स्टे ले सकते हो। हाँ। उसके बाद में आपकी पूछताछ होती है, इस पर भी स्टे ले सकते हो। इसके बाद में आपका समन निकलता है, उसके बारे में भी आप स्टे ले सकते हो, और अरेस्ट पर भी स्टे लेते हो, और अरेस्ट होती है तो फिर जमानत के लिए अप्लाई भी कर सकते हो। ये 5 स्टेज आते हैं। रातों रात कुछ नहीं होता, मगर करप्शन में अगर आकंठ आप डूबे हुए हैं तो फिर तो अरेस्ट भी होगी, जेल में भी जाना पड़ेगा, इस्तीफा भी देना पड़ेगा। फिर भी अगर बाद में जमानत होती है तो आप फिर से शपथ ले लो भाई।
Amit Shah further said Prime Minister Modi has included himself in the proposed law.
एक तो प्रधानमंत्री जी ने स्वयं अपने आप को इसमें डाला है। पहले तो प्रोविजन ही नहीं था। पहले 39वां जो संशोधन था, इसमें इंदिरा जी उपराष्ट्रपति राष्ट्रपति के साथ साथ खुद को भी इनके खिलाफ कोई वैधता नहीं रहती है चुनावी मुकदमों का एक संविधान संशोधन लेकर आई थी। नरेंद्र मोदी जी अपने खिलाफ खुद संविधान संशोधन लेकर आए हैं कि प्रधानमंत्री भी जेल में जाएगा। ये तो एक नया संस्कृति आया अभी। विगत 2 साल पहले ऐसा केस ही नहीं था कोई। सभी लोगों पर आरोप लगते थे, सब लोग इस्तीफा दे देते थे, बरी होकर राजनीति शुरू करते थे। तमिलनाडु के कुछ मंत्रियों ने इस्तीफा नहीं दिया, दिल्ली के मंत्री और मुख्यमंत्री ने इस्तीफा नहीं। और अगर इस तरह से इस समाज जीवन का नैतिकता का स्तर आप राजनीतिक और समाज जीवन का नीचे ले जा रहे हैं, इससे हम सहमत नहीं हैं।
He took on Rahul Gandhi head on, accusing him of preaching morality now but staying silent when similar provisions existed under the Congress government.
लालू प्रसाद यादव जी इनके मिनिस्टर थे। लालू प्रसाद जी को सजा हो गई। मनमोहन सरकार एक ऑर्डिनेंस लेकर आई कि 2 साल की सजा हो तो भी अपील का स्टेज बाकी है तो उनकी सदस्यता नहीं जाती है। यही मॉरल ग्राउंड था जो आप कोट कर रही हैं। तो एक ऑर्डिनेंस लेकर आए कि हम इसको बदल दे रहे हैं। ऑर्डिनेंस से बदलने का कैबिनेट ने प्रस्ताव भी किया। यही श्री राहुल गांधी इसको कंप्लीट नॉनसेंस कहकर सार्वजनिक रूप से प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में फाड़े थे।
He exuded confidence that the bill will be passed and even the Congress leaders will support it.
कांग्रेस पार्टी में ही और विपक्ष में ही कई लोग ऐसे निकलेंगे जो मोरालिटी का सपोर्ट करेंगे, मॉरल ग्राउंड को बनाए रखने के लिए सपोर्ट करेंगे।
Meanwhile, the opposition parties have hit back at Amit Shah. Former Chhattisgarh Chief Minister called this the biggest joke.
मोरालिटी की बात तो अमित शाह करे मत, है ना? उसमें मॉरल कोई ताकत नहीं है ना? बात करूंगा बहुत लंबी जाएगी, इसलिए कम से कम उसकी बात तो ना करें।
NCP MP Supriya Sule questioned how the central government could strip a chief minister of the power.
देखिए, आज भी अगर आप देखें तो कायदा तो है ही ना, PMLA का एक्ट है ही ना, और एक नया कायदे की कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है।
And Samajwadi Party leader called the bill completely undemocratic and unconstitutional.
ये विधेयक पूरी तरह से असंवैधानिक है और ये विधेयक जो है ये माननीय उच्चतम न्यायालय या हमारी न्यायपालिका के अधिकारों और क्षेत्र में अतिक्रमण है।
Amit Shah calls it morality, the opposition parties call it overreach. The clash is only just beginning.
Torture for 9 years, set on fire and left to die. Nikki was murdered over 36 lakh rupees dowry, burnt alive in front of her kids. Husband and in-laws have been arrested by the police, but the family is now demanding stricter punishment. Here's more.
Years of torment, harassment, and domestic violence. That is what Nikki went through before fate landed a cruel blow and she was burnt alive. The police has now made the 4th arrest in the horrific Greater Noida Dowry case, nabbing the brother-in-law and the father-in-law of Nikki.
A shocking incident has come to light from Gautam Budh Nagar's Greater Noida. Here you can see we are in Kasna area where an unfortunate incident took place in which what we have seen that a woman has been ablated, and after that she was taken to a nearby hospital where the doctors have declared her dead, and that woman has been identified as Nikki Bhati. Nikki Bhati was in a marriage for approximately more than 10 years, and after that what we have got to learn that there was a constant fight which broke out between Vipin Bhati. Initially there was an altercation, and after that her husband also took extreme steps, and after that what we have got to learn that when she was taken to a nearby hospital, then she was declared brought dead.
The husband, Vipin Bhatti, meanwhile was taken into custody earlier on Sunday, where he was shot in the leg after he attempted to escape during a medical examination. Nonchalant, cold, dismissive. This is how the husband was after being questioned if he felt an iota of guilt over his wife's death.
कुछ कहना चाहते हो आप?
गलती पछतावा है?
गलती का पछतावा है आपको?
मुझे नहीं मैंने मारी है। हाँ। ना मैंने कुछ किया है, अपने आप मरी है। हाँ।
अच्छा। आप पहले भी मारपीट करते थे उससे?
मियाँ बीवी में हर जगह लड़ाई होती रहती है, ये कोई आम बात नहीं है।
अच्छा। और वो अपने आप लगाई?
बस मुझे और कुछ नहीं बताना।
What started as a marriage full of promises quickly spiraled into an absolute nightmare. Emotions ran high as Nikki's family admitted that they should have approached the police before.
तो बहुत देखी भी होगी तुमने, वीडियो पिटाई तो उसकी रोज की डेली की पिटाई थी उसकी। बेटी की पूरी काया भी तोड़ के धर दी।
इस मामले में पहले आपने क्या पुलिस से कोई कंप्लेंट दर्ज कराई थी? क्या कह रही हैं?
पुलिस कंप्लेंट नहीं कराई थी, हमने समाज से ही करा था। यही तो गलती होगी, पहले हो जाती तो नौबत ही नहीं आती, ये हो जाती तो।
Even as clarion calls to bring Nikki's murderers to justice echoes, dowry continues to plague India, turning marriages into just transactions. The loss of the innocent life, however, remains irreparable. And the grief? Absolutely unimaginable.
And now to Karnataka, where the Dharmasthala hoax has been completely exposed, with the man in mask unmasked and the intensified scrutiny on the anti-Dharmasthala conspirators. The chorus for the CBI probe into this case is also growing louder, with the YouTuber Sameer's financial record also under the scanner to find out if misleading content was shared by him on his social media for the higher profits. The man in mask has also claimed that there is a threat to his life from the Skull Gang. So who is this gang? Here's more to that.
The Dharmasthala hoax has been completely unraveled. There is anger on the streets. Chorus for a CBI probe is growing louder. BJP took out a Dharma Yatra in Bengaluru against the anti-temple conspirators. BJP MP Tejasvi Surya launched a fresh attack against the ruling Siddaramaiah government, hinting at a larger conspiracy and demanding a CBI probe into the hoax.
It has become abundantly clear that the efforts made over the last couple of months by an entire ecosystem was to defame, destabilize the faith that millions hold towards holy Dharmasthala. A large conspiracy which involves actors not just inside the country but even certain forces outside has come together to orchestrate this entire conspiracy.
With the masked man unmasked, he now claims threat to his life. Not just that, he has also pleaded with the police to send him to jail for his safety. This as he finally cracked, finally admitting that the whole story was made up, a conspiracy planned for over a year. The scrutiny on the anti-temple gang has also intensified. YouTuber Sameer, who played a key role in spreading misinformation on Dharmasthala, was earlier questioned by the SIT. The police are now probing his income source. The key point of the investigation is to look at his financial documents to verify if he shared false or misleading content for higher profits. This also includes information on any third-party sponsorship or paid promotions. As the puzzle pieces finally fall into place, the probe continues to uncover more anti-Dharmasthala conspirators.
And Lucknow today rolled out a red carpet for India's space hero Shubhanshu Shukla as he visited his hometown for the first time since his historic Axiom 4 mission aboard the International Space Station. Months after completing this journey in the orbit, Shukla returned to inspire the next generation and celebrate India's growing space ambitions. Here's more.
The airport in Lucknow resembled a cosmic carnival as children clad in gleaming spacesuit replicas lined the tarmac. Waving flags and cheering the return of their hero, Shubhanshu Shukla. This was no ordinary welcome. It was a grand salute to India's new age astronaut.
लखनऊ के लिए बहुत ही बड़ा दिन है जब मां भारती का बेटा लखनऊ का लाल लखनऊ की धरती पर कदम रखा। अंतरिक्ष में जब वो रिसर्च करके लौट रहे थे तो उस क्षण का इंतजार लखनऊ वासी बड़े लंबे समय से कर रहे थे। आज वो क्षण आया। हम सब ने आदरणीय शुभांशु शुक्ला जी का हृदय की गहराइयों से स्वागत किया है।
Lucknow could not contain its pride. Families and students lined the streets, waving as Shukla, standing aboard an open vehicle, acknowledged the roaring cheers of a city brimming with pride.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, बहुत ही बढ़िया लग रहा है।
साथ है कि बहुत मजा आ रहा है।
चलो गाड़ी आगे बढ़ाओगे तुम लोग?
बातचीत करेंगे।
Shubhanshu's next stop was City Montessori School in Gomti Nagar, where Shukla once dreamed of flying. Today, he returned as a living lesson in perseverance, greeted with admiration and applause by students who now dare to dream beyond the skies.
शुभांशु शुक्ला जी आए, बहुत अच्छा मतलब अवसर मिला, बहुत कम ऐसा मिलता है बड़े लोगों से मिलने का, तो बहुत अच्छा लगा शुभांशु शुक्ला जी से मिलकर, बहुत अच्छा लगा मिलकर उनसे।
Born and raised in Lucknow, Shukla graduated from the National Defence Academy, clocked 2,000 flight hours on MiG-21s and Su-30 MKIs and Jaguars, before being picked for India's astronaut pool in 2019. In June 2025, he became mission pilot for Axiom 4, making history as the first Indian in over 4 decades to step aboard the ISS.
I was very tired sitting in the flight, even sitting in the car when we were coming out of the airport and everything. And then I saw you kids on the road, on the streets. I was told you were there since 7:30 in the morning. I saw you sweating. I saw you smiling. I saw you so excited. And all my tiredness, it just went away.
During his 20-day stint aboard the ISS, Shukla conducted 60 experiments from microgravity biology to microbial research, many designed by ISRO and Indian universities. The findings will shape astronaut training for Gaganyaan and India's future space station.
ह्यूमन स्पेस मिशन इनहेरेंटली चैलेंजिंग होते हैं, ये आसान नहीं होते, बहुत सारी टेक्नोलॉजीज रियलाइज़ करनी पड़ती हैं। आप बेसिकली एक लाइफ को एक कैप्सूल में एक ऐसी जगह भेज रहे हैं जहाँ पे लाइफ एग्जिस्ट नहीं करनी चाहिए, पर हम इंजीनियरिंग के द्वारा वहाँ पे एनवायरनमेंट कंडीसिव बना रहे हैं कि वो लाइफ वहाँ एग्जिस्ट करे और थ्राइव करे।
Shukla says the ISS experience was far better than any ground training. A launch pad for Gaganyaan in 2027, India's own space station by 2035, and a crewed moon landing by 2040. Today, Lucknow celebrates not just Shubhanshu Shukla's homecoming, but the rise of a nation's cosmic ambition. From classroom dreams to space station orbits, the sky was never the limit. It was just the starting line.
Next, we will show you dramatic visuals of arrest of a TMC MLA in West Bengal. Earlier today, Jiben Krishna Saha was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the teachers' recruitment scam. But during the raid, Saha tried to flee by jumping over a wall. He also threw his phone away, but was apprehended by the officials of the Enforcement Directorate. When he was caught, he was covered in mud. And you will be, in fact, shocked to see these visuals that have come in from West Bengal. Here's what happened.
The Enforcement Directorate today arrested TMC MLA Jiben Krishna Saha in connection with the alleged SSC scam. The MLA tried to flee by scaling the boundary wall of his residence. He even threw his mobile phone into a pond in a desperate bid to destroy potential evidence. The runaway MLA was soon apprehended by ED officers and central forces in a nearby agricultural field covered in mud. Searches were also conducted at the home of his personal assistant in Birbhum district. The raids were initiated after the ED received information about a financial transaction linked to a person from Birbhum. The same person later accompanied the ED team during the operation. ED searched the Budwan residence of TMC MLA as well as properties belonging to his in-laws in Raghunathganj. Saha's wife was also questioned previously in connection with the scam. Saha himself was arrested by the CBI in April of 2023 over the same issue, but was granted bail in May of 2025. In this scam, allegedly, agents approached unverified candidates by bribing them and prepared fake documents and used them for admissions. Single document was forged for multiple admissions and families were forced to pay fees instead of sponsor. Several leaders of the TMC, including former Education Minister Partha Chatterjee, have been arrested for their alleged involvement in this scam. In April this year, the Supreme Court set aside the entire panel of teaching and non-teaching staff whose recruitment was done by the West Bengal Board SSC in 2016 on grounds of irregularities in the recruitment scam. Over 25,000 teachers and non-teaching staff lost their appointments after the entire panel was cancelled. While the CBI is probing the criminal aspect of this recruitment scam, ED is investigating its money laundering angle. Meanwhile, the BJP has called out Mamata Banerjee, alleging her and TMC leaders of bearing fingerprints in every major scandal in the state.
And now to the last story. The Indian Army today successfully concluded the second edition of the Surya Spiti Challenge and the Surya Dronathon 2025 in the Spiti Valley in Himachal Pradesh. Here's more.
The Surya Spiti Challenge 2025 marked an unprecedented milestone in India's defence capabilities, successfully culminating on August 24, 2025 with dual competitions in the Spiti Valley. This flagship Indian Army initiative, organised in collaboration with the Drone Federation of India, operated through an innovative two-phase structure. The event was witnessed by Lieutenant General Anindya Sengupta, General Officer Commanding-in-Chief Central Command, who emphasized the importance of joint operations and operational preparedness.
For the drones taking over the role of the soldier, that is a very, very difficult thing to predict because it is not going to happen soon. The soldier will remain the prime weapon. Drone is just an instrument of him to deliver whatever level of violence or effect we want him to deliver. And we are training him for that. The drone is not replacing him. Drone is helping him, facilitating his task in a different manner.
The Surya Dronathon 2025 aimed to foster indigenous innovation, promote self-reliance in defence manufacturing and provide a platform for innovators to test and demonstrate solutions. Phase 1 witnessed intense competition as freelance pilots and service teams battled extreme altitude conditions through endurance races. Phase 2 transformed the competition into a comprehensive showcase of India's indigenous defence technology ecosystem. This phase served as a crucial platform for defence industry stakeholders to present cutting-edge solutions designed for extreme operational conditions.
We are working on a kamikaze drone, which is a delta wing. As you can see here, we have the products ready, and it's a kamikaze drone. So we are making two types of kamikaze drones, which one will be contain of warhead and one will be of surveillance.
So we have three products with us. One of the drones is called Vayu X4. It's a quadcopter which carries a payload of approximately 4 kgs, and it has an endurance of 40 to 60 minutes. It is majorly used for surveillance and small scale logistics. So the logistics and the surveillance, we attach a camera here, and the payload and everything can be attached here. We can even attach multiple cameras after creating an assembly of the same. We make the molds, the frames, everything by ourselves. The only parts we outsource are like the GPS modules and everything else, which are outsourced from countries like Armenia, US and Taiwan. And we have recently made an autopilot by ourselves, which is inside the drones. So that autopilot is made by ourselves in our company. It's the first prototype we have created, and it has anti-jamming features, GPS denied, and other features to ensure that our mission is completed. The other product is called Vayu H6. It's called a hexacopter. It has a payload capacity of 6 kgs, and it can carry. It can go approximately 60 to 80 minutes, covering a distance of 30 kilometers approximately.
And now ahead ahead of the Indian Air Force MiG-21 fighter jets retirement, Chief of Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal A.P. Singh and Air Force pilots took a sortie in MiG-21 fighter jets. Have a look at these visuals as I bid goodbye.